So, what are you doing here?
I'm here to promote my music. I'm Tunez RSA, Mr. International Kipiza. Shout out to Kipiza Music. We're doing this shit.
Okay, so
the love of the music. Kipiza Entertainment. Tunez RSA. Higher and higher by Tunez RSA. Kipiza Music. Let's go. We're not looting.
Okay, all right. Okay, why are you here? Tell us why you're here.
I'm here for all.
Why are you here?
I was just passing by and then I saw this thing happening, so I took out my phone and then I started taking footage for my Instagram followers. I've got a lot of followers from the...
Okay, well, what do you make of what's happening? This is not good for this area.
Okay, this is not good for the country because of the economy and how we resolve this thing. I do not condone it, but the people are hungry and we do not know how people will retaliate when they're hungry. But all I just want to say is, I'm Tunez RSA.
Okay, you know what?
We're rolling.
Here we are.
Okay, what's up, fellas? Good Avenue Podcast.
What's up?
Episode 8, man. We here.
Episode 8.
Hey.
It's good to have the homies back, man. Like,
finally.
It feels good to be
in the midst of a pandemic.
Do you know what I mean?
Thriving.
Like,
Yeah.
Shike.
Hey,
Aubrey, what's happening, bro? It's been a minute.
dog. Nah, man. You know me. I'm just on my challenge. Can't wait
Same
for
up,
July to
same
be
up.
over, dog.
I wish I had
tired.
I wish I had your drive.
Yeah.
Like
Dog.
work out every day.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking of like tag names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Aubrey, like the no days off. Like, cause I've been checking out
Yeah.
your Instagram. It's like popping, bro.
Working it out.
Nah,
How many
thanks,
can you
bro.
lift?
How heavy? So on bench, I'm sitting at 70 kgs.
Is that where
People
you're at
don't
now?
usually say that.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm with the
Oh,
fam.
you
so it's
benching.
okay.
That's what you call it.
Yeah, that's what I'm benching.
Yeah, I was thinking we should come up with like tag names, man. Mr. No days off.
No, we
you know
should
what
do
I'm
it,
saying?
bro.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Valance, what would we come up with? You know what I'm saying? Mr. What? Mr. Feel Good himself
Yes.
in the building.
I'm always a vibe.
I was on that, Mr.
Right?
Politically Correct. Mr. Politically Correct.
Can't
Yeah,
give the
man.
straight answer.
But this is gonna be a different show, man.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah.
be a different show. We got our first guest in the building, man.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
I don't know. Does this man need an introduction?
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
think I do.
Mr. Kipiza Music himself.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Nah, shout out.
Anyway,
That team's
I
always
shared
in
some
the-
of your videos. I need to be real. Like,
Yeah.
I shared that video. Yeah, like he was
On the news and
I just
stuff.
want to know the caption. The caption. The captions are the funniest for me, bro. Like, this guy is crazy.
Nah, I never say crazy, but I remember
Man, I
I
just
said
love the way he timed it though, bro.
Yeah,
It
right?
was like, was this,
It was so
this
perfect.
planned or, you know, dude, that just killed me. I love that.
It wasn't
I love
planned.
Yeah,
It just happened.
But we'll jump into that. Shout out to Q.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Behind the
We've been
camera.
holding it down, bro.
And Renee Louis.
Hey, my
One of
guy.
these
You
Tunez
know what I mean?
RSA in the building.
I
Episode 8
feel-
feels
I-
great.
Shout
I
out,
feel
shout
like
out.
in the 2 weeks we haven't been here, your beard has gotten longer, bro. What's happening?
Yeah, let me tell you, you don't know the struggle of the beard and masks.
The moisture, like,
Yeah, it's too much.
Put together.
And it dries it up and it's all
Yeah,
wiry
man.
and things. Just, yo.
Yeah, man,
shout out
it's crazy past 2 weeks. But we here now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump right into it. I mean, we're gonna start with talking about the man of the hour. You know what I mean? Like, get to know a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's very simple, dog. Like, what the hell were you thinking? In that moment, like,
Ish.
cause it was so like
Yeah.
electric, bro. I'm like,
it was.
is this actually happening?
I think
right
I think I saw it after that it was
For real?
like for me it was pretty normal. Like I know I'm a chancer, you know.
Right.
At events I go behind backstage. I'm like, let me just pass the security and see if they can look.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, now I'm backstage. You know, to me it was just like taking a chance also. But I knew it was okay. To me it was just
Yeah.
I hope they live.
Okay, you were not even sure that
I
they
was
were
not
live.
sure that they live. I hope they live because I know that maybe they would have cut it.
Yeah.
And then I went, I did it. What? And then I went back
Right.
outside the gates just to watch.
Right.
And then I get a call from my girlfriend. Hey, dude.
You live, bro.
You need these.
It's crazy. And I'm still like, okay.
Yeah.
And you're still watching these people running, you know. And then after that, I'm like, let me just go home.
How did it feel though?
Yeah.
After the moment.
I just think with me right now, it's still.
Has it sunk in yet?
It hasn't
Like,
sunk in, you know why? Because I can still walk in Jersey. I can still get a cab, you know. I can still, without, you know. So I still feel like,
Yeah.
you know, but people do
Normal.
recognize me now, like, you know, but they always recognize me, not in a cab, but they
Okay.
recognize me like at a mall, you know,
Right,
which
like,
is
Oh,
tunes, you know, they just say piece of music or tunes, you know, or kids in my hood. The thing is, with kids in my hood now, it's like they're seeing someone else, like a
It's
boy
sad.
who would be like Tano. Now it's like
Yeah.
they like they're looking for permission to come and say hi to you. And I'm not used to that, you
they
know.
already think like this man is a star.
He is a
like, he's
star, and I'm still
celebrity,
rising, you know. I'm still.
autographs and the whole night.
That's the thing, bro. Like I love it and everything, but come on, like you
You
know.
have to love it,
I
man.
wanted to build. I wanted to build because I'm still also finding it happened so quickly.
I can imagine. And the thing is, I mean, why it actually caught my attention, right?
Yeah.
Because I was just like, bro, this doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
If you understand?
Yeah.
Because I mean, how many interviews do we see on TV,
A
right?
lot.
Yeah.
But preparation and just like taking a chance, risks, bro, and just saying whatever.
I love the fact that at the end of the video you're like, I'm not looting.
Yeah, I had to because I knew that even if it's not now,
Yeah.
and maybe I do blow up
At some stage.
it has to have that thing of they must know good. I'm not there to loot.
Yeah.
Right.
I understand.
But it was because think about it, right? This is like in the moment.
Yeah.
It's not like this dude planned it, right? It's not like he like prepared or whatever.
Scripted it and stuff.
Scripted it.
Yeah.
But it was like so authentic that he covered all the key points. You know how when you go for meetings, like you make sure you touch on this, touch on this, touch on this. But the guy made it clear, I'm not looting.
Dude, I'm only thinking of
This
that
is-
now, actually.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
This is
Hey, because the internet does not forget.
Does not forget. So I had to make sure to no,
Yeah.
hey, my boy, because Twitter especially, like,
Yeah.
you know, they would find that one thing. There's always that guy or girl
right.
looking for that thing that no one is looking for, that no
Yeah,
one is
yeah,
seeing.
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I had to have a clean job. That's it. It had to be clean, bro, and it was clean.
Bro.
That's the nice thing. It's like I don't have to
Yeah.
lie and say no, I wasn't looting. I was literally not looting. Barely
Right,
at all. That's the
facts,
nice thing.
yeah. But it was just like the perfect time and like
It was great TV.
it was
Yeah.
great.
It was
But you made a moment, dude. Like,
I wanted to see it.
like
Homie, you gave us great entertainment. That was
Bro.
you
Yeah.
gave us a moment in a pandemic, bro. We're like people are just,
Oh.
just
And
need
we
a
were all feeling
relief,
down
bro.
and then
You know?
We need that.
But that's
Yeah.
Kipiza.
Yeah.
That's
That's
who
Kipiza.
he is.
That's Kipiza. Like
Yeah.
besides me, like
Yeah.
also my homies. You know, it's like we those type of people.
Oh, let's start there. What is Kipiza?
Kipiza is basically a name that came up when we were dissing Stana. Stana's granny called. So
Yeah.
Stana had to leave. We were recording.
Yeah.
So Stana's like, hey guys, I have to leave. So we were like, no kufuni Kipiza. And then we started laughing about it. Like we literally laughed. Like it was so dumb. But then me and
Yeah.
Scooter, we laughed. Like up until a point where we started like when you start doing dumb shit, you're like, Kipiza and Pumada. Like, you know, it gives you that thing of,
Yeah.
you know, to a point where we knew it's okay.
Yeah.
We're really talented and people in the hood are starting to be like, Kipiza. I mean, I use
just
Kipiza.
started
I'm sorry.
blowing.
It started
Yeah.
blowing up. So obviously me, like, business minded and,
Yeah.
you know, I registered like the company, obviously,
for real,
because I see
though?
it became a movement.
Yeah.
It became a movement to a point where I knew, okay, at a certain point, I'm going to have to, you know, capitalize off of this thing. And
it
so
started-
Kipiza music started off as like that lifestyle, which is still is, you know, it's like a lot of guys who are like really crazy. Like it's so funny. It's crazy.
Okay, so Kipiza is like the crew. That's like the movement around it.
The
And,
movements around, yeah.
and
so-
then you said it's a label as well. now,
and then
right?
it's a label. Kipiza Entertainment is the whole company. Kipiza
Okay.
Music.
Yeah.
Kipiza Music, how I call it.
I like
Okay.
it.
Is the
I get
record
it.
label.
That's
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then there's Kipiza Entertainment, which is like everything that covers
umbrella.
entertainment, the whole umbrella. You
Oh,
know, but
nice.
right now our
Yeah.
main focus is the music because that's one thing that we've mastered. As I was telling you guys before, is we have got like more than 10 years in this thing,
bro.
You know.
And how many? And you said you actually went to school for this, right? Like
Yeah.
people don't know that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So it's
didn't
not
finish
like-
though. I didn't finish. I went to the Academy of Sound Engineering.
Okay. Okay.
It's like by the SABC.
Nice.
I used to pass a lot of business. Like the business class, I was
You
really
were in
killing
there.
it.
I mean, we have Renee
Renelo, yeah.
to confirm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Renee knows.
Renee's
Renee
management,
knows.
like-
Yeah, she's management. She's taking
Right.
care of everything. Renee must
Please
tell
say
them.
hello, Renee.
Please say hello,
Say,
Renee.
say, what's up?
Good morning.
Female guest.
By the way,
You're
What?
the first female
female
guest.
guest.
yes. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Shout out to Renee, yabo.
Just tell the ladies that we don't bite. Like, it's a good vibe. They need to know, like, they can come.
I think one needs to understand, and
Yeah.
what guys need to understand, it's very intimidating at times to be in
Right,
a setting like
right.
people need to understand I'm the only woman right now. But the thing is, it's like you just need to put your foot down to
Right.
get your foot in the entertainment industry.
Listen,
The
go.
rules
we
amongst
go.
the
Good
thorns.
gentleman.
Yes.
Tea got me sorted.
I mean, we got-
Everything.
Good
What's up?
vibes.
That's
Good
what's up.
vibes.
But y'all, like, what I was actually getting at is, like, he was prepared, bro. Like, the
Yeah.
guy went to school for it. He has management. He actually has a movement outside of this.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, for those people that are aspiring to get into music, get into entertainment, or anything, whatever it is, business, whatever.
Yeah.
Preparation.
True.
That's
True,
the
dog.
biggest
There's
thing.
always
True,
work
dog.
behind
And not just preparation as
Yeah.
in telling yourself that I'm going to be a star. It's in, because
Uh-uh.
Renelo and I, this management thing, it's not the first time.
Right.
We've tried it out before, and then it didn't work the first time, but
Yeah.
then we both went to like, let's just grow and,
Yeah.
learn more. Because we're in school, we're in like the same school. So we
Yeah.
learned a lot in school, but then we also needed experience. you know?
Practical.
That's the thing. Practical.
experience.
Practical, yeah. So I think everything also happens in the
Yeah.
right time, but telling, people like build a team, not even a team,
Yeah.
build relationships and just be nice to people.
Yeah.
That's the
Be
thing.
nice to people. Like, you don't need to talk. I don't need to make a conversation with you for me to be nice. I can just greet you in a nice way and I'm good.
Yeah.
Acknowledge
So,
that you're in the space.
Yeah, okay, sharp.
Yeah.
Without feeling, sure.
That,
You don't
and
need-
it came out. Like, when I saw like that video, I was like, you can just tell, like, this is a cool dude. Like, in
Yeah.
one way, like,
Yeah.
We had to have
that's
it.
fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. Like, collaboration is
Yeah.
is huge. Like, when you're trying to succeed, you can't do this as an island.
True.
You know what I mean? You need a team. You need to maximize on capabilities, right? So that you focus on your core thing as an artist, as a
Yeah.
creative, and you know what I mean. So we saw that, and we're just happy to have you on the show, bro. And we want to get to the business. So
Yeah.
like, the
Can I
after-
ask
yeah,
one thing
Yeah.
just before we go there? And sorry to bring us back.
Yeah.
But Kibiza, just for
Kipiza. Kipiza.
K.I.
Kipiza.
Yeah.
Kipiza. I want you to say
Hey,
it right.
the Malawian.
Yeah, Kipiza.
That
It's so
Malawian
easy, bro.
accent
It's like so
is
easy. It's like
Like-
Jean. Jean is a friend
Yeah.
of mine. He's white.
Yeah.
Jean, every time he says Tandu, I'm like, no, it's Tando. And then he's like, no, and I'm like, no, just say it. You'll find it and then
Tandu.
then
Then
we'll
you're
move.
gonna struggle, yeah.
So it's so simple. It's just like, just say it. We'll be
Kibiza.
fine. But let's
So
carry on.
This is
Sorry.
exactly why I was asking. Say, for those of us who may not understand,
Yeah.
what exactly does that word mean? Because you told the story, just to fully contextualize it.
It means funny. It means 3 words.
Okay.
Just like okay, maybe light means 3 things.
Okay,
You know?
okay.
So Kipiza means funny,
Yeah.
talented,
Right.
and inspiring.
That's deep.
You wrapped it up, bro. That's
Deep.
that is. I mean, for the kids listening, right, and the young people watching, like, that's the formula, right
Yeah.
there. There has to be talent, bro,
Yeah.
and you have to be doing it for the right reason. Fire, right? What was the last one? The third one?
Inspiration. But then the first one was
Yeah.
there's talent, and then it was funny.
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 You gotta be funny, dog.
You don't even gotta be funny.
No.
But
We're
it's
actually
humor.
gonna jump into
Humor.
that. We're gonna jump into that.
Okay.
All right, because we talk about everything here. We talk about relationships. We talk about dating. We talk about everything, right? And we got a lady in the building, so she can attest, right? When you're talking about dating, or when you're talking about talking to women, right? Funny is important.
Yeah. 100%.
You gotta be funny,
100%.
Yes or no? right? So
She said yes with a smile, guys.
Shout out.
Tunes will answer why. Tunes will answer why.
And I was about to, but I was like, okay, let me not put him out there like that.
Tunes, what do I see? When I hear funny, what do I see?
Mlu.
Yes.
right, so you have to be funny, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I think it goes beyond that. Just it's almost like part of like people skills and communication skills. You need to
Yeah.
have something about you that grabs somebody's
Can I throw
attention.
another perspective to it as well?
Yeah.
Enjoying what you're actually doing. Enjoying what you're actually doing, you know?
Yeah, and that goes into doing it for the right reasons, right?
100%,
Like, are you doing it
yeah.
just for money? Because if you're doing it for money, you're not gonna do.
You
it
need
for
to
long.
have money.
You need to have. You know what I mean? And money is important for sure,
Yeah.
but it's like there has to be a bigger, greater purpose of doing something apart from the money. Because you'll find something else that makes you more money. What? Then you're gonna leave what you're focusing on, right? So that passion has to come through. So like you said, you've been doing it for 10 years, right? And that was like at varsity or.
No, I'm talking about like as in from when I really started.
Okay.
10 years as in 10 years after the DJ. Because before that,
Yeah.
before this whole rap stuff,
Yeah.
I was like a young DJ for my brothers.
No way.
I didn't give a damn about impressing anybody else.
Yeah.
Just as long as I can impress Jabu, Sihle, and Mangoba.
That was your audience.
Those were my guys, because those were the guys giving me the songs. And you know,
Okay.
as that guy, like,
Yeah.
if you bring a song to your brother and he actually starts playing it and he starts playing it for his
Yeah.
friends, now you feel like,
I've made it.
Like I'm in.
got the ear,
I'm cool.
you know?
Mama, I made it.
So yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
it was first about impressing them,
Right.
and then it was also about like just impressing myself. So
Right.
with the 10 years, it started when I started writing music
Okay.
for like other artists, like my friends Yesi,
Yeah,
whom
yeah.
I also work with, who's
Dope.
the co-founder of Kippies Entertainment.
Nice.
So what happens is I used to write songs for him, and
Okay.
then he's like, Donna, don't you want to hop on the mic? And I'm like, let me hop on. And then I actually made a nice song.
Yeah.
And then
Word.
Storm decalled, and then Storm was like, come through. And then I started working with Storm a lot. Started
Dope.
working with Storm. And
Do
then
you know the first raps you wrote? Like, do you have a?
Like spit them.
I'm proud that you're proud of me.
Hey.
All my homies proud of me.
Hey.
I'm in the body sipping, leaning on. I'm
bro,
I don't really remember. I'm so fly. You know? So it was crazy. I remember it.
Yeah.
You know how you know he's about this life? It didn't take him a moment to just get in there.
Think about it.
Ooh, that's the one thing. Because sometimes I'm thinking, Huri, what if it's for this week only? You know, sometimes because it's growing so fast, but I'm like,
Yeah.
what if it's for this week only?
Right.
And then after that, I'm like, but the way I got in is like, it's something
I'm
that's
convinced.
like, it's not. I didn't have to. I didn't have to lick anyone's ass. I didn't have to, do
Yeah.
crazy
Like,
favors.
and I told him, I was like, the way you got in is so unconventional
Yeah.
that it's gonna disturb a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand? Like
Yeah.
it's because you got directly to the consumer. You didn't have to
Yeah,
pass through
bro.
anyone to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
bro.
like you already have that, and now it's really about how you maximize on that. And it's great that you got, people in your corner that are like giving you that direction and that support to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So apart from that, like, what's the plan? We need to know. Like, I mean, we
Bro.
got the moment, we got the likes.
Where are we
going?
The plan, if you're going for something big and world domination, you do not really tell. But
Right.
the end vision
Yeah.
in what I would really want to see
Yeah.
for the African continent
Yeah.
is us being united
Right.
and children having so much confidence in that they're not just confident, but they understand why they're confident. Like with
Right.
me, being confident is not just because I'm
Yeah.
I'm your papa. No, it's because I've got certain knowledge that I learned
you
from
can back it up.
elders.
Yeah.
I listen. I ask questions.
Right.
So I know. I even sometimes I read a book.
Dope.
But
Yeah.
at least I'm informed. I'm happy.
Okay.
Then I understand.
Which is dope.
And I know when to humble myself. Young Tom.
Who's the one African artist that you want to work with?
One African artist that I really want to work with. Fali Ipupa.
Oh.
Dude, that's the guy from DRC, right?
Amor.
Yo.
If Falipupa
Bro,
sees this,
who would've
plug
thought?
him in. Plug him in.
Amor.
Who
And that
would've
song
thought,
is
bro?
too dope.
Are you serious?
Bro.
Wait, do
I
you
wanna-
want to like put him on your song or you want to get on
Anything.
Because that's like
just
a
as long
different-
as I know it's crazy, ne?
Yeah.
But it would be an honor for him to call me and be
Okay.
like, bro, please
Jump
hook me
in.
up with something. Because then I know, it's okay, this guy, he trusts what I can do here.
He's tuned in.
Yeah.
And I wanna murder him on that song. I was just like that. I'm gonna wanna make sure,
Right.
bro, I'm not giving you a
didn't see
chance.
That. No, I thought we were gonna say, you know, yeah, you know. another
But it's not
brother.
just him. But it's crazy. It's a long list. But
It's a
I
long
will
list. Okay,
go
just
maybe in
give
the
us your
end.
top five. Your top,
Top
five.
five.
You'd want to work with.
Mosquito.
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah. Legend.
I can actually see that.
I'm trying to picture personality, but Wizkid looks like a cool person just because he's cool with my friend base.
Do you actually like his music?
I love his music.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
just like it, I love
You
it.
love his
But
music.
now I love Davido, Wizkid, and Burna. I'm just trying to think between the three of them because it's top 3, it's top 5.
Yeah, top
and I'm
five.
only on
You
number
gotta
2 now.
Place them nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. And then there's African, I guess.
Yeah.
Sade. Doesn't have to be rappers or anything.
Yeah,
Sade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sade.
She's
Sade,
also a
Sade.
legend.
Sade. Smooth operator.
Let's be clear. When you with
Okay.
a lady, right?
That just makes me want to ask the ladies question.
That's I was going there,
The
bro.
moment you go Sade, I'm just there. We're going.
So
I'm
can I
like-
am carrying on?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
AKA.
Okay.
I love that guy.
You rock with the dude.
Hey, me, my face to his music.
No, he's talented.
When I listen to his music,
Yeah.
I'm like, I've got a lot of work to do.
So, AK, if you're listening, you know what I mean?
I'm
You
like, I've got
already
a lot
know.
of work to do. That guy is like,
Yeah.
and I've met him a couple of times, and
Right.
all the times I've met him,
Yeah.
I felt like I carry on. Carry on with this music thing. Every time I've met,
It's inspiring.
carry on with this music thing.
Yeah.
And it comes at a point where I'm like, am I still pushing this music? And then, that's me. Like,
Okay,
me,
okay.
things always come like, and it's
Yeah.
not small things, like big things, you know?
Right.
So,
That's 3.
yeah. Okay, that's 3. Okay, that's 4.
That's four.
So, Fali, Wiz, Sade,
Sade,
AKA.
AKA.
Okay.
And then it's not a person.
Okay.
It's a group.
Okay.
Freshly ground.
Oh. Taking us back. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like, you know, like
Yeah.
This
how
dip,
diverse
yeah, bro.
this dude's top 5 is.
Yeah.
So we've got hip hop in there. We've got
Yeah, because I love
Afro
music.
jazz.
Jazz, it's
Yeah.
We've got,
eclectic.
Nah.
you know what I mean? I was
That's
just
a
gonna
sick
say-
project.
Yeah, I
That's
was
a
just gonna
sick
say,
project.
like,
It's a
we
sick
let
project,
people
yeah.
know, like, listen, there's a time for shit day, okay? Fellas, you understand?
Yeah.
You understand?
There's
Yeah.
a time where you have to turn off the Migos and you understand?
They'll come back. The lights. You know?
Turn down the lights. You know what I'm saying? You need today for that.
Yeah.
So do your research is all I'm saying. Like, you need to know, you
Yeah.
know. The playlist needs to be right, is all I'm saying. But that's a nice list. It's diverse, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
So
And I
is
just
there
hope-
is there like people in your family that like are in music, or like where did this music thing come from?
My grandfather,
Okay.
nah, but I didn't really know his songs or I've never seen him perform, but I knew that he had a bass guitar
Yeah.
and he had a bass amp.
Okay.
Mkhulu Khan.
Yeah, I mean you
Mkhulu Khan. I'm just trying to remember his name. Mkhulu Khan, yeah.
Okay.
So he used to like encourage me, like, Chubeka mfethu. So I knew it was like that uncle that would encourage me. I mean, that grandfather that would encourage me in the family.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I know he's also into music.
Okay.
You know, sharp. But not really as in like,
Yeah.
it isn't. Instead, it's we just share the same surname with Wright, who used to be he used to be on Generations, and Tyson Gubeni. And Tyson is
Okay.
very funny. I want to meet with him. I want to tell him, because like that's how he thakazela. I'm saying, I want to tell him, when you are from home, and it's very funny. That's how I can tell.
Okay.
Ukuthi,
Okay. You
It's
would
not
relate.
just. It's not just.
Yeah.
There must be people that we both know.
Right. Okay. So maybe there's a lot of funny people in your family.
And Tammy,
right?
Tammy
It's not
Gubeni.
just musicians. You
Yeah.
know? Okay, that's
Yeah.
dope.
But
That's
yeah,
dope.
no, not really. I don't know of any musician in my family. Like,
No, but you're the
that's
first.
us.
Like, run with it, my guy. Yeah,
My
100%.
guy. we
run
go
with it. Like, so I mean, yeah, because I just wanted to know in terms of, I mean, we already know you come from like, you've been doing this for a while, right? And there's this big moment that's happened, right, where everybody is reaching out, or you know, in everyone's face. Now, I just want to know, like, what did those DMs look like? That's a moment.
Yo, I think that's a question.
Response from there.
Because Renee has my account, so.
I'm thinking so, Q. I'm thinking so, eh?
But I guys must understand that Renee didn't have a life before me. Just joking. So since my Instagram is on her phone,
Right.
like ding ding
Whoa.
ding ding ding.
Oh,
ding.
she's got your Instagram.
She's got my Instagram.
Hey,
She,
this
you know,
man is smart, bro.
because I knew. I'm just joking, Renee. You know I love you. I love you. I just had to. Like, this is why I'm.
Yeah.
I know she's gonna do it to me in some other interview.
So now we all know that they're not talking to you. They're talking to.
You just know that's okay. Sharp. No, I'm
Well,
answering.
filtering,
I'm definitely answering. All my fans, all my supporters. I don't even like calling them fans. All my supporters.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
answering.
Which is dope.
I have this other section on. It's written all request 99 plus.
Okay.
I thought it was like maybe 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this they wanted to say
There are more.
99k plus because there are so many.
Oh wow.
So I'm trying to go to the bottom and like coming up with it. But I'm really
that's
finding
a
it
lot,
hard.
yeah.
So I just scroll and then go to one random person and then answer. I answer to probably all my Twitter, whatever. I know I'm maybe handled. Unless there's some page that posted me that I don't even know about. But I did my research as in checking out the hashtag and then going to whoever hashtagged it, thanking them personally, you know, some taking their
Oh,
numbers.
you're really doing that, dude. That's
Yeah,
dope.
bro, that's what I need to do like right now because those are the people that actually bridged the gap that labels would have bridged for me, you know, or the company would have tried to, you know. So I need to go and show them, let them know I truly appreciate it, and I really do, you know, because I could have just ran with it, like asked my auntie to fund me and get a company to take over it. But instead, I was like, let me go and understand. I connect. If people ask me for my numbers, but obviously I can't just give everyone.
Yes, of course.
But you need to come through with something solid. I don't mind, young solid. And if I feel like you're coming through with something solid, I'm always like, let me give you my number. Hit me up here. You know, this is where I'll answer you quickly. If it's really something serious, I'll always be like, take
Direct.
Renee's number.
I remember you, Derek.
Because Renee's always there, young solid. But Renee, I told her like, if you see a verification, then you know, good, okay, sharp. Maybe it's somebody
That's
that
serious.
needs, you know, that you can. Maybe there's something serious, you know.
Yes.
But even if it's not a verification, but you know, maybe if I can see like Uncle Party Time,
Right.
I know it's not verified, but he's somebody prominent, and so that I can always hit him up like, hey, bro. So I'm trying to reach everybody,
Bro,
you know.
that's
I'm
a
really
big
trying to
lesson
reach
in there.
So you're very hands-on then.
I'm always on my phone since last week Wednesday. I'm like this. My family knows. They don't if they need something from me, they book it 30 minutes before, and they come remind me every 5 minutes. Tano.
You have to book, like, you don't just
Mama, maybe.
make an appointment, dog.
Clearly, bro. Clearly.
Because I'm trying to respond to my supporters, and they truly understand and they fully support me, even though my uncle is like, and then I have to
that
go. And then I can't say no to I'm still that kid in the house, you know.
Right,
I stay with my uncle. I'm still that kid in the house, you know.
And
My brother still
important,
send me. I still do. I'm not like acting all superstar, and that's one thing that keeps me sane. Like I still
But
want
you
to
know,
feel
I
like
like
that.
about black families, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can be hot out there. Your Tunez RSA out there. But you're trying to...
Know your position.
One time.
It's crazy.
But
But
it
one
keeps
thing I
you
noticed, I
grounded
haven't
as
washed
well.
the dishes since.
Oh, at least that.
I don't think it carries on.
There's some perks. Like,
I want
at
to wash
least
my own
no
dishes.
dishes anymore.
I
Like,
want to wash my own dishes. I want to buy a dishwasher now.
but keep that, bro. Like, keep that humility and your family close as well.
Yeah.
Because
No, I'm all
the
about
people
family.
that are there, whether you're up here or down here, because you have to remember, with fame and success, it's like this.
Yeah.
You
Don't
know,
always be
and
constant.
you need people who are gonna hold you down when the dips. You know, because right now everyone loves you. That's the truth.
Yeah.
True.
And then there's gonna be maybe one little scandal. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like,
Hey, bro.
my haters have arrived.
Yeah, like this is when you see even you were a hater. You're like, that's
True
me.
colors revealed.
That's me what real
It's
things.
real.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a good and strong team around you. Is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's dope. Like, yeah, but we didn't know. Like, what is the DMs looking like? Apart, like, is it? Have you seen? Like, what's the craziest thing you've seen so far? Where you're like, oh.
Faith and Gates.
What?
Yeah,
Whoa,
she like
what?
posted me or something.
Okay.
So I just reached out. So I was like, thank you so much.
That is dope, bro. You got the.
And then there was a lot on
attention,
my mind, and then I was like, okay, maybe when we link up or something. Faith in Ketsi. Some people know as Queen's work.
So like he said,
I don't know.
you're like, hey, can
So
I
that,
just?
okay, sharp. Okay, that was like crazy, young son.
This dude, the dude in him, I like.
I like,
After the
oh,
pleasantries.
I like, oh, baby.
Shoot my
keep,
shots.
baby, keep faith in case. And then, you know,
This takes us back to episode 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are you the prey or are you the hunter in one of these
Like,
situations?
hey, bro.
but then with this one,
yeah.
with this one, it's like I'm more of like the prey.
No, right now you are
The hunters
prey, bro,
are
like
out
that.
there, out in the DMs, eh? And I'm like, hey, hello,
Right.
hunters. Eh? Do you love this side, hunter? Check out this side, hunter.
But it's dope. Like you said, he's got a lady. So ladies, respectfully reach out. Okay? But respectfully.
Beg.
You know what I mean? We're on a mission right now. We're trying to do
Trying to build,
you know,
guys.
Big picture.
You know, and I love my woman. You know, she's
That's
a very
dope.
strong woman.
That's dope. And what I've noticed, like, with generally, maybe you guys will also relate, like the younger artists, right? Nowadays,
Yeah.
people are like dating, like they're in committed relationships generally. Back when we were, like, it wasn't a thing.
That's
I don't know
bad
if you've
publicity.
noticed. I don't know if you've noticed, like,
I think it was the music.
what is she?
I think it was the music.
Yeah. Put it on camera.
Pose.
Woo! We
Okay.
no, we're too
It's
friendly.
the, maybe it was the music. I think it was the music. As we've got that. As it gets to a certain point, where it depends on what songs you listen to.
You think so?
You know,
right?
it depends on what songs you listen to.
Yeah, because it wasn't cool. Like, if you
Yeah,
look
it
at it
wasn't
this
cool.
way,
It wasn't cool.
artists were not very comfortable saying that they're dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
No,
us,
it wasn't cool.
What?
Yeah.
If you were like a sex symbol or whatever,
100%.
right? It was so
oh
uncool.
yeah,
to
yeah,
say,
yeah,
like,
which is true.
I'm in a committed relationship, but I'm just noticing with younger artists now that people are cool to say I'm dating or I'm in a stable or I'm married or
Yeah.
you know what I mean, which is dope because I think like you want your fans to like you for your
you are.
music and who you are,
Yeah.
and as a role model, it's like you're making that cool. You know what I mean, to be truthful and so that's dope, man. Actually, you're actually
Yeah, bro. I have to. You have to feel the affection. I mean, how many girls are you gonna want to
Hey,
get affection from?
that's the
If she's
thing.
watching this, she's smiling right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And she should be. She knows. She knows. Ah,
Give
she
this man his
knows.
flowers.
Ah, she knows,
He's
bro.
fighting out here, blocking.
Ow, it.
Man, they brought the heavy artillery for this man.
Right?
Green twerk. I salute you. I salute
No
you.
timeouts.
But that's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
But I love Queen's work though.
Is
I
it?
love Faith in Kate. She's really, she seems like
She's
a really
she's
cool
like a
person.
cool person, right?
Yeah, she is.
No, but it's great. Like people like that are showing you love. Like, cause if you
Yeah.
think about it, it's just love to say, "Oh, you see what you're doing." It's a good look, you know.
But I just wanted to know if I went to her personally before the eNCA thing and I was like, check me out, some Tunez RSA, what. Or please post me.
How would that
Which you have
feel?
done.
What
And
would
that's where I want
Yeah.
people to understand, Hori. People like Faith and Ketsi, your Caspers, all these people,
Yeah.
their decisions change lives. They can change someone else's life. Even if it's not today
Yeah.
or it's tomorrow, but they must know that they have that power and they mustn't hold it all, you know?
True. And that's a,
Which I'm
that's-
not saying that they are.
Yeah.
But I'm just like saying that, you know, they must know, yo, guys, even if it wasn't an eNCA, if maybe Faith and Ketsi gave me that platform on her Instagram just to go live with her Instagram and play my music, I'm sure it would have not had the same effect worldwide, but it would have had
putting
an
people
effect.
on. I think it has to be a culture. You're right.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Has to be a culture, man. It feels so good to put someone. For me, it feels good to put someone on.
but that's like if you're in it for the right reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometime.
It reminds me of this meme that I saw, like
Yeah.
literally actually just yesterday, where it was saying it's weird that people feel because I struggled, they must struggle. You know,
It doesn't have to be like that.
doesn't have
But
to be.
sometimes, you must understand it depends on what some people's struggles are. Some people do not want to share, and you must respect.
Yeah.
Because we do not know what they went through.
100.
You understand? What if blood was shed for me to just give it to you? You understand? That's sometimes you really have to look at where other people.
People
So
are
which is why we
coming
don't fight with it. It's just the thing of it's either a yes or a no. Life carries on. Even if you get that yes, don't be stagnant onto it. Understand? Right?
True. Like
And I love that because you're speaking from the person on this side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your mentality, if you're serious about this dream, go and be about it.
Bro.
Don't wait for
And don't
these
hold
guys to
grudges.
say yes.
You don't wait for a look, bro.
No.
Like,
Don't
I
wait
think
for a look.
the thing is, preparation, like he was talking about, is all you need. Those 10,000 hours that people talk about, like, bro, at some point it's gonna crack.
Yeah.
If you're talented, if your talent is on point and you're putting in the work, you don't know when, but it's gonna happen at some point. And that's a statement to motivate people, because some people just give up very quickly because they got one no or two no, or you know what I mean. But it's just being prepared and just continuing believing in your talent and your gift.
True. The no's are like the test. If I say no, what are you gonna do about it?
Like, do you really want?
And people respect you more when they've said no.
Yeah.
And then
you keep going.
And then they come again like, yo, man, you know. And then the most important thing is to understand, yes, finally they saw. This is what I wanted from the start. So it didn't matter how much it took me.
That? The exact statement you're saying. DMX, right? Before he popped, he went to Diddy.
Hey man, that guy's story.
He went to Diddy, right?
His come up is...
and Diddy told him no.
Yeah.
Diddy told him, you're not marketable. Your voice is too raspy. You can't market it. And then DMX popped, right?
And Diddy came back.
Yeah. And Diddy's like, yo, now I want to sign you, blah, blah, blah. And he was offering him a lot of money.
Yeah.
But DMX was like, no, dude, like, I respect it. But the fact that you didn't see the vision
back then,
yeah, I just can't rock with that.
And he even said
respectfully,
you wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't see the vision before.
Do you know what I mean? So like,
that is such a crucial point. That is such a key point, that someone's got to be able to align with your vision.
Yeah.
So now if they ride on the gravy train when you've blown up, it's the money that's attractive, it's the appeal. But then remember, there's the essence of the artist that generates the money. If they can't align with that, you might actually jeopardize your potential.
The vision. And that happens a lot to a lot of artists, right? Who get signed based on a moment, right?
Yeah.
So people are giving you money for that moment, but they don't understand your vision. They don't care about
they don't understand what you really want.
Take it, you know?
You understand?
And they probably want the opposite. And then you start fighting.
You understand? So
and then now it's black on black, whatever, fights. Like, come on.
It's good at least that you have that understanding going in, that you have this light on you, and whatever influences, whatever partnerships you get into, whatever business you get into, it's somebody who understands the vision. You know what I mean? Who's willing, and sometimes it's not about money.
Yeah.
You know? Good example. T-Pain was talking about that. I was watching his podcast last week where he was saying like,
are you talking about when he
Akon offered him, I think it was 25,000. And say, dude, I'll give you 25,000, but I'm giving you 25,000 in a career.
Yeah.
Whereas another label was offering him, I think, $1 million.
Yeah.
For a single.
It was Interscope.
True.
So you look at that and you say, you want somebody who's gonna give you that support throughout, you know? But that's dope, bro. So in terms of hip hop, because you're a hip hop dude, so we wanted to talk about this and break it down and just get your opinion.
Let's go there.
Right?
It's been hot over the last few days.
It was hot.
You're in trouble now.
Q was just a spectator. That was the funny part. I was chatting, right?
We saw Q's maturity.
Yeah.
Like these youngins.
I was waiting for Q. Like, bro, I'm being fired here. Come in. So we were talking about Kanye West, right?
Okay.
And you know, like he had his big release party, launch party last week, right? And I'm a Kanye fan.
Me too.
Clearly.
You a fan. I'm a stan.
Bro, like I'm a big Kanye fan.
I'm a stan.
And he will relate because he's an artist.
Okay.
Right? So as an artist.
Can you see how he's building this up?
You know what I'm saying?
I can see I'm with you, bro.
To like,
right? So I was saying Kanye as an artist, the full package.
Yeah.
All right? We're not talking about just rap.
Talking about everything.
Everything as a creator.
Yes. As a person.
Right? So we were comparing, I'd said like he's the best creative in the last decade, right? Of our time. And for hip hop. Now we got some Jay-Z fans in the building.
Okay.
who is saying is Jay-Z not Kanye.
Hip hop industry.
So, right? So I want to know before my brothers chip in, right?
Yeah. But can we?
If we're looking at wait,
no, I want the full statement of what you said.
I said he's the best artist.
Most iconic.
Most iconic.
Most
yeah.
iconic. Yeah, that was
In
the word
hip
I
hop.
used.
In hip hop.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
Most
That's
iconic artist in hip hop, right? For the last decade.
Okay, it's really tough.
So we're
But-
not talking about just raps.
I know.
The picture, holistic.
Realistically, who's much more wealthy first? Is it Kanye or is it
Kanye,
Jay?
right now.
Kanye, ne?
I brought in that
Who-
argument.
Who?
What
It's
are the
just
kids
that-
listening to right now?
The kids right now are listening to
The kids are
all
not listening.
Kanye West. Everyone, not just the kids. Everybody. But now, you gotta look. I'm
Bro,
kidding.
he represents the streets, man.
I
Like,
want to hear the nigga. I want to hear
Yeah,
him
let me.
out.
I want to really think of it because
These already
Kanye.
qualifying
Because
the
if
best
Kanye and Jay is watching
guys
this,
speak.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
No, I want to hear the guy.
yeah, that's why I really wanna give myself some time because if
Think
Kanye
about
and
it,
Jay
yeah.
Z
Think
are
about
watching
Okay,
this,
let's.
they must both know
Exactly.
that I love them both.
Both.
Okay.
Fact.
Put that out there.
I think they are both legends, gods,
Yes.
Yeah.
both of them. But Jay Z is older. He's the big bro.
His big brother. Yeah.
No matter, even if I can get much more richer than Jabu, my brother,
Yeah.
I'll always say Jabu is.
Right.
That guy.
Right.
Thank you very much.
That's the thing about being.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing about being young, is that no matter how
Yeah.
big you can get,
How
Yeah.
relevant you are.
how relevant you are,
Yeah.
but this is Big Brother, and he's not
Right.
relevant. But now you must make your people know, good, see, this is Big Brother.
Yeah.
Right. So let me phrase it like
It's
this.
really hard. It's really
It's
hard.
hard.
It's hard.
So
very
let's
easy to me.
let's take away the Big Brother element.
Okay. And see if
Let's
would
just
have been the
say
same.
who has done more.
No, but can I? Yeah. No.
Who's
Listen.
done more for the game?
Yeah.
Kanye.
Both.
Everything.
So
Both.
I
Holistic.
love what you're
Both.
asking. I love
Both.
what you're asking. And this is all that I want to
Yeah.
make clear.
Yeah.
Because I think it's necessary for him to understand what we mean when we say what we were actually arguing about. We were saying, or the question was, who's the most iconic hip hop artist? Not artist.
Hip hop artists.
Hip hop.
You get
And
what
what
I'm
is
saying?
hip hop? And what is hip hop?
Now,
Ah, they both hip hop
I just
artists.
let me just break this
Okay.
down. All right, so that people at least understand how I understand this too.
Yeah.
When you say iconic, you're looking at someone and saying, who is the person that in hip hop everybody looks up to and says, if I could choose to be, I would want to be this guy.
It's Kanye West.
You see what I'm saying?
It's Kanye West. No, it's Kanye
guys-
West. You know why?
you guys
Because
are
some
old
people.
heads.
So-
Let me tell you why.
Can I
Y'all
ask you a
are
question?
old, man.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think there are more people, whether it be in the industry, as in other hip hop artists, and whether it be fans, are there more people that would want to be Kanye than want to be Jay-Z?
Kanye.
I rest my case.
Like, you
I
have to
rest my
understand
case.
that
I'm asking this.
Jay-Z will
let's
always.
listen,
Okay. Okay,
I think
Renee.
it just, for me, understanding a lot into music, Kanye has done a lot because he has.
She hasn't finished. Let the sister finish.
He's produced, not even that he's opened up. You need to understand that Kanye West has only delivered a certain amount of albums because he has worked on Tiana Taylor.
Thank
He's
you.
he's worked with so many
Thank
people.
you.
But the thing is,
And
with
Jay-Z.
But Jay-Z puts you on. He doesn't create.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
But with Jay, we need to understand Jay flipped really quickly to business mind, and he opened a lot of doors for
Other
upcoming musicians. Like now, the fact that Offset is in real estate.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
Jay-Z made a lot of black
Men. Fact.
switch over to the fact of realizing that it's not about the chains
Yeah.
and it's not about the women and
Yeah.
the money, but we need to start investing for longevity
Right.
of things. So for me personally, from a music point of view,
Yeah.
I would say Kanye.
Thank you.
But then from a business mind and
Iconic
longevity,
in hip-hop, yes.
Yeah, because for me, I think Jade paved his way enough in terms of music that if you look at that album with him and Beyonce,
Yeah.
that's a powerhouse album. But it didn't really make much
Thank you.
waves.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
so
Thank
so,
you.
so I
Kanye's
love the
previous-
direction in which you are going. Now, when we were saying iconic, we were saying music, wealth,
Yeah,
everything you need to the game.
Definitely Jay-Z.
Who wants?
Q-
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, Jay-Z.
We are done here.
wait,
We are
wait,
done here.
wait.
I think you're just looking to win. I mean, everybody. is
Exactly.
looking
Everyone
to
has
win.
a point. Yeah.
I have to say something. In terms of iconography for hip hop,
Yeah.
there's hip hop the culture.
Yeah, yeah.
Hip hop the music as an expression of
Yeah.
the culture.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to need to separate those if you're going to acknowledge these men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have to say, everybody here knows I'm a Jay fan.
Yeah.
There's no album that you're going to rap and I'm not going to rap along
Yeah.
to.
The blueprint,
Down to
reasonable doubt.
past, from Reasonable Doubt to 444 and the singles that have come after. The Nipsey song, Derek, you introduced me
Yeah.
to that. I know Jay's verse, I still don't know Nipsey's verse.
Right.
Not because I'm,
Yeah.
he put me onto that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, for the culture, so the freedom of black men, that's Jay's initiative.
Yeah.
You know, the incarcerated
Yes.
party.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
For the question of, people crossing over to the business side.
Yeah.
Jay was always a businessman before even Reasonable Doubt. Yes, it was a questionable business, but his
Yeah.
idea was always
Businessman, yeah.
So that's Jay's history. I don't think anyone can take him off as an icon for that.
Yeah.
But remember, iconography is the figurative person for something.
Yeah.
When you're speaking music, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music was gangster rap. That's rap music.
Yeah.
It went into gangster once Dr. Dre and them came in.
Yeah.
It went into gangster until 2004 in College Dropout.
Thank
came.
you.
100.
Then everybody,
Yeah.
starting with Lupe Fiasco,
Yes.
switched the sound.
Yes.
And everyone became this backpack rapper, and then they had something to say that
Yes.
was
Fashion.
their own
Yeah,
unique thing.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying that he perhaps influenced their style, but I'm saying, would you have gotten a Wheezy who's no longer gangster after that?
There you went.
Thank you.
Would you have gotten even look,
Even-
I'm
But
Frank
Weezy-
Ocean and all these other.
Thank you.
They don't sound like Kanye. By the
But-
way, Kanye is like
John
a moving
Legend.
target.
Oh my
exactly.
gosh.
Kanye is
Even
such a
R&B
moving target.
changed.
He's evolving every single
Yeah.
day.
Even
but would you have
R&B
gotten
changed.
artists to be comfortable to be that if Kanye hadn't come out? So hip hop music, I would put Kanye.
Yeah.
Hip hop culture, I'd put Jay.
Thank you.
But it was holistic.
It was holistic.
It was
We
holistic.
went
Then I
But I
guess.
hear your argument and I agree with you. I agree with you. When we begin to split it, I'm on the same page. But if
It's
we
it's
have
like
to
saying
pick
lyricism
one,
as in a nice song versus nice lyrics. Jay's lyrics are going to be better than
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
No one's
But a
disputing
nice
that.
Even song.
Bruh.
Man, that listening thing was.
Yeah.
Do you know how did you see how Twitter was hurting just from not getting the album when he did the release?
Bruh.
Mate.
Even just look at the release party. Who
I want to
changes
know,
the game like
isn't
that?
the coronavirus?
it all goes back to what I was saying. And she
What are you
answered.
saying, Aubrey?
When we say one person,
Yeah.
when we say who's the most iconic, who's the person that everybody's like, if they have to pick between Kanye and Jay-Z.
Kanye.
And guys in the comments, drop your opinion. Let's hear
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
That's
I think
it.
that's much better.
Let's hear it.
I think we need to count
Who
those
would you
ones.
want to be
Yeah.
if you had to choose between one or the other? And
Ah,
again,
I mean, I
I
think
say this
Kanye
because
West.
I agree with the facts that people are dropping. I don't dispute that.
Kanye.
When we look at music, we can put this guy ahead. When we look at business, we can look at this guy. You get what I'm saying? But when we say in hip hop,
Yeah.
who's the most iconic? Who? would you
It's
choose
debatable.
between the
It's
two?
debatable.
Holistic.
Drop it in the
It's
comments.
debatable. Let's find out. Yeah, we'll take a poll from the comments. Yep. Find out what people think. But
Yeah.
I'm going with Kanye all day. Right.
Me too.
Okay.
Y'all old heads, man. Y'all.
Yeah, that's the
It's not
thing.
about
It
old
ain't
head.
about that.
It's
It
not
ain't
about
about that.
Like Kanye's albums haven't
But I
sold
think
in the last.
my life,
Yeah.
Jay-Z's
In your
had a
life.
lot. Kanye's had a lot of influence in my music,
Yes.
but Jay-Z's had a lot of influence in the way I do business and the way I think as
And
a
you gotta
man.
and that's a valid point. I mean, both of them are iconic as far as
So
I'm
both of
concerned.
them, we really
we
need
have to give them
people like them.
their credit. Now let's take it to local hip hop, right?
Okay.
Let's
Let's
go
bring it
there.
closer home, right? So, in SA hip hop, who do you think has attained iconic status or is on their way to attain that?
Kulichana.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Kulichana. Why?
Because he started a subgenre. He's part of the starters of the subgenre within hip hop, which is something else. And he's still running it. He's still doing it. You can still see his presence. You know, you can
Like
feel
episode
him.
4 we were talking about that. Eh?
You can
That's
feel
like-
him.
Episode 4 that we
You know?
talked about.
Even though we
Literally.
can. And what's the nice thing is that he's also allowing himself to grow and not get stuck into old heads type of mentality.
Yeah.
If they throw a piano at him, he'll be like, let's give
Let's
it
do
a
it.
try. Let's see what I can. You know, let's see what I can. And he'll kill it. You'll see,
Right.
you'll feel the effort. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So it has to be Kulichana. It has to be iconic.
Yeah.
You already know who I'm gonna say, Uncle.
Okay.
Okay.
On his way.
On his way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I rock with that. So there was an argument, and I like that you brought the Amapiano thing, right? Because there was a little tiff, I think, between Reason and Cass
Okay.
around the Amapiano thing, like hip hop artists jumping on Amapiano beats,
Yeah.
right? Now, I just want to know what your opinion. I want to know what your opinion is. I want to know what is your opinion on that? Because Amapiano is like tearing shit down. Like, let's be honest. Like,
Yes, true.
right? It's popular in SA, right? So, do you think that is the death of hip hop, or do you think it supports?
I just think it doesn't really do anything to hip hop.
Right.
Let's start there. It doesn't really do anything to hip hop. It actually gives South African human beings another platform to make money
Right.
and feed their families
Okay. Which is dope.
beyond genres.
Which is dope. And I understand that because
Because
thing
the
is-
crowd accepts. The crowd, I'm a piano crowd will never be like, I can rap. They'll never. Even if
Yeah.
AKA goes and does a piano song tomorrow, they'll never
Right.
be like, hey, the piano people, the real people.
Yeah.
They don't say that. But the hip hop people will be
other
like,
ones are like, yeah, sell it out.
selling out.
Yeah.
You know?
Was that what Reason said?
So that was so allegedly, right? Allegedly. So allegedly that was his initial position,
Oh.
and then he hopped on an Amapiano beat.
Is it?
And then Cass is like, and then like,
I think that's where
What
it
is
hits him.
this now?
That's where it hits him.
right?
Like now he's swallowing his own words, but now as
Yeah.
a man, you must take it.
But you know what? I love the direction you took,
Yeah.
and I love when you said SA. I thought you were going to go the direction I was. I think,
Yeah.
guys, we must remember this is Africa, and I feel
Facts.
like whether it's a wave, whether it's going to turn out to be a real like genre, subgenre within,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. All that matters is that we as African musicians or artists
Yeah.
are being authentic to
To
ourselves.
ourselves.
Yes.
And that has
Yes.
been
You
the
know what I
issue.
mean?
If you
That's
think
it.
about it, that's
That's
been the
it.
issue from day one, where it's like, hip hop local hip hop artists are not authentic because they,
Trying to be American.
American or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was actually, I think, Reason's comeback, which is like, yo, this is our thing.
Yeah.
So like, we should actually support that. And I was like, yo, but if you think about it, this has been going on for ages, even in the US, right? Nicki gets onto like these are Jamaican beats, like
Yeah.
Raka, whatever.
Yeah. Even Rihanna.
right? So it's been going on. Afro beats,
Yeah.
right? Rappers on there. So hip hop collaborating with other genres has always been a
Yeah,
thing.
it's always been a thing.
But the beauty of this is it's no longer us jumping onto
Like a
those
pop.
kind of beats. It's our own.
And it's nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it bro,
And
You can vibe to
we've
it,
seen
yeah.
this with even just like from a house perspective
Yeah.
and hip hop merging and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
not like Kwaito type tip. It's not like it's brand new. It's just
Yeah.
now we're stepping into this
I think
type
I
of
just
space.
feel like
It's cool.
the rappers, because with me, with piano, it's very tricky. I always tell Jada, my producer, I'm like,
yeah.
for now, can I just write?
Okay.
I'll songwrite for a piano artist. For now,
Oh.
let me
nice.
just write.
Yeah.
See how, because I'm not, with me, if I'm doing something, then I have to be part of the culture. Like I can't just hop on my piano just because hey, 3 billion is going to Amapiano this year. You understand?
Yeah,
For me,
yeah.
there's be a thing of, okay, let me be part of the culture. Let me understand what's making the people go crazy.
Go crazy.
Let me understand if I do this, and if me personally as a rapper, I would never see myself doing this.
Right.
But now I must be like, okay, I have to
Let
do
me
this
see
thing. Let me see
if
you know,
my version of it.
Oh, they love it. Sharp.
Right.
Now I know. Okay, sharp. You know what? I love this thing. You know. So
it's music, man,
Yeah,
at
it's
the end of the
music,
day.
and it's
Like-
really dope. And so I'll do it.
Yeah.
When the time comes, but then for now, I'll just write. Unless there's an Amapiano artist that wants to work with me. But for me to go in studio and be like, yo,
Yeah,
Jade,
I
I'm
want
making
to make an
piano
beat,
song. Oh yeah.
And
I don't feel like I'm losing out.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I
I'm
love
enjoying
about
what
that
the other children are doing
Yeah.
with it. I love it. I
Right.
chill with the Amapiano guys. Those are my
Yeah.
homies, young son.
Right,
Yeah, I chill with the guys. Like, you learn where they're coming at. Try put them onto business. Because as much as it's Amapiano, it's still a business, the recording business, the music, entertainment business. You still need to get back. There's the lifestyle, and
Yeah.
then there's the business.
There's the
You need
business
to
side of
be
it.
able to maintain yourself as this Amapiano artist if you want to grow with this culture.
Yeah.
You know what I love about that tunes is like, and this is I'm saying it to you, but I'm also talking to the audience
Yeah.
at this time, is that lets us know that whatever you put out to us is you being your authentic self.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And not just rushing onto whatever seems to
Whatever
be hot.
trend.
Yeah.
So
Because that's when it doesn't have value.
you know?
That's when we can also feel it. It doesn't even last. You know, it's like, okay, Sharp, we saw it's okay, Sharp. He made money, but you know, like
And
where's
your
the song
identity.
now?
Like people need
Yeah.
to know what your music is about first. Before you try just doing a lot of different, because then it's like, but what is easy? Hip hop is.
Is it, you know? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So a
there's
lot of,
different
a lot of
things
guys just really hop onto it. Like, you know, the guys that really kill it are the Risma Lisas.
Huh?
Those guys, when they that's how I feel
Yeah.
even our rappers should be doing it. Killing
Break
it
that
on
down.
some,
Yeah.
you know, don't try Eminem it. Hey, trying to Eminem on my Porisa beat. You're gonna lose yourself, my
Right.
dog. Young
Enjoy
son.
the music.
Give
Show
it,
that
go.
you're.
Rather give yourself to the kids. If you are whoever, a big artist, give yourself to the kids. Like, hey boy, write this one for me. Eat, you know. Obviously, it's gonna be my song, but I can at least give the kid his, even if it's not credit,
Yeah.
but his royalties. You know, Sharp, he wrote this song for you. Give him what he deserves. He will also grow. He will also have a story to tell. Like, I wrote the song for this, what was. And then people are starting to trust even his own music. Like, oh, he wrote all those hits. Oh, damn, it's crazy.
People don't talk about that, bro. The writing aspect, like, it's important. And like we were saying before, like, there's a lot of money to be made there.
There's a
writing
lot.
for other people. Like, a lot of artists feel like they have to write their own song.
Yeah.
And like, I have to be the writer, the producer,
Because looking at the check, they're looking at the check.
the marketer, everything in one. And it's like,
everything
Like-
in one.
it's good to have a team.
Yeah. And it's also about opening up like jobs for people, employment.
Bro, like, and that's how they've done it overseas. If you think about it, right? You have people whose job is just to write. Write for Usher, write for Justin Bieber, write for whoever.
They just write for the publisher.
They just
The
write
publisher will.
or distribute
Or plug it, yeah.
A&R and all of that.
Yeah.
Right? And it's an industry. It's actually a career.
Yeah,
Right? Don't just think you have to be the artist.
Yeah.
You have to be the producer. You have to, you know what I mean? Like, there's a whole business behind it that people need to be educated about. Right? You can be the guy behind the camera. You can be somebody who's like the digital strategist. You know what I mean? Who focuses just on
Can even be the
promoting
road
marketing.
manager.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Like, that's what I always tell my family members who like, I also want to make music. I'm like, hey, hold on. Try to look at what you can do under the management side.
Yeah.
Try to look at being a booking agent. You know?
Right? Like,
That's what's up.
It's important. Important. I think that's especially locally in our industry, right? We need to build it in that way. Because we're always wondering, how do we create jobs? How do we do this? How do we do that? But in entertainment itself, like, look how, bro, America is the best at marketing their country. Look at Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
They run
run culture.
the economy and the culture of the US, right? In Africa, we need to do that. We
Yeah.
need to Like Nigeria is trying to do that with Nollywood and their own music industry and stuff like that. But we need a lot more of that, I think, across the board, whether like it's in
Southern
Africa or whatever.
Africa,
And you know what we really need?
Yeah.
We really need channels. We really need channels whereby we tell our own stories. We have control. This is an African channel playing African content created. We need to have guys that can make their own cameras. We need to have guys that can make their own mics. We need factories to create cables. We need factories to create
the
pop
infrastructure
filters.
around this to properly
The
present
resources.
it. Yeah, the
because now
resources,
we're always gonna support.
There's
a lot of
work to do. But I think it all starts with the mentality. We need to shift from a consumer mentality to a
Building
producer.
Yes,
you know?
100%.
And then I think we'll be well on our way. But what I love is that, and we spoke about this off recording, is that I think our generation mentally is recognizing this.
Yeah.
And I always tell people this, that our forefathers, their struggle was independence.
Yeah.
Our parents, their struggle was getting an education.
Yeah.
What are we going to actually do for our people? We need to fight for financial freedom.
Yeah.
We really do.
Economic freedom.
Economic
freedom.
and
We
you
need
know
to
what
be
I'm saying?
And if you speak
liberated,
of
though.
economic freedom, you're speaking of the business model.
The business part,
And so I'm speaking now of the question of, let's say, the business behind music.
Yeah.
Because when we speak of film in South Africa, there's unionization, for example. So it might not be as strong a union as the Screen Actors Guild in America or somebody like that.
Yeah.
But it's there. You get color crew right now. You can get a gaffer who's on standby to get hired.
Right.
But in the music industry, do you have an A&R who's on a list? Do you have someone who's taking care of your image? Do you have image artists who are on your list?
Yeah.
Do you have that side of the business? And I'm curious what the manager has to say about that.
Must I be honest?
We generally were hoping you were being
The whole time.
It's just, I think we rely mostly, what I've seen.
Yeah.
So I studied sound engineering also.
Right.
And it's very, very difficult for a woman to get into the sound engineering scene. And what I had to learn was that you need to equip yourself also with a lot of different spheres.
Yeah.
Because I remember we had a marketing class in the final year of our studies.
Yeah.
Guys used to skip that class.
Tunez RSA, yeah.
And then I used to think to myself, this woman, she's a entertainment marketer, and she has done Sports Illustrated. I don't want to put her name there because I know that she's not going to be for it.
Right.
But she has done Sports Illustrated, and then the guys would just drool in class over her, and they didn't realize the
Guys being
content
guys.
that she was teaching. Right now, I have a friend of mine who did the same class as me, and he is struggling to put himself out there.
Right.
And for most musicians, they just think they just need to focus on one thing. Then actually considering to yourself, we sat and we paid 17,000 rands for that course.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And most of the niggas did not even pass it, or they did not even go to the classes. And then that's when I decided, I think I should get into brand management. Tunez and I's relationship first
From
started
that.
based off brand management.
Right.
Right.
And that's a big part of being an artist.
Exactly. A lot of people just think, hi guys, here's my link, listen,
Yeah.
and that's it. And there's so much more that goes into
Behind it, yeah.
And then people, I'm sorry, I don't want to make it a race thing, but then black musicians want to then shift to the record labels, which are, I'm sorry to say this, but white dominated and white owned. And then they don't understand the culture of the black person and where they come from. And that's the model that, I'm sorry, DJ Spoo based off on Zahara. That's why Zahara Hanabenu, she can't be like, this car is my own money. You know what I mean? So it's sad, but I think people need to understand that you need to put your fingers in a lot of jams.
Know your business.
Yes, know your business.
Thank you. I wanted to just say, how much of the furniture business is woodworking? Bradlow's is not a woodworking place.
Mara.
You understand
Right,
that?
right.
The business side is a business.
Is
It's
the-
an entire ecosystem by
there's
itself.
entire chain, yeah.
Manufacture is a small bit of it. So the craft is a small bit of the music industry.
It's only a small
The
part.
business side is a
so
whole,
much
and that's where the
Just
film
makes
industry
so
kind of
much
is
sense.
ahead, because the film industry, because they kind of had so they have a sort of stronger union.
Yeah.
They go ahead and they lobby for things like the 24F film incentive from SARS,
Yeah.
or the DTI incentives that you have for filmmaking in South Africa. Hence, a lot of movies come and are made here because they've established themselves as a business
Right.
versus the
The
music.
music.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to learn.
True.
Think about it. And I like when you came in, you said, the fact that Dread Avenue is like a black owned business.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not that we don't have the skills. It's not like we don't have, world-class strategists or marketing agencies or skills. We have that. It's just that we have to stop that mentality to think that we have to jump out of our culture to get
Exactly.
those kind of skills.
And I think one thing that Tunes is not telling you guys
Yeah.
is the reason why Tunes went to the Academy of Sound Engineering is because he wanted to build a mindset and shift it and take it to Kipi's, And let's be honest,
Yeah.
Tunes only listened in Nick Matsukasa's class. He's like a top entertainment
Tunes
lawyer.
was-
So Tunes would he would ask questions based off like royalties, copywriting,
Yes.
contract, publishing and stuff like that. And then it's not that it's sad that Tunes didn't take everything,
Yeah.
but then he took the most important. And I think one of the most prized positions that the Academy of Sound Engineering really,
Yeah.
really has,
Yeah.
which is, and you'll find kids that come from the hood,
Yeah.
they'll come to ASC and then they'll just think it's just royalties. And then their mind opens up so much more.
Yeah.
And I think that's what also created the shift for Kipiza from just making music
Yeah.
to now changing it to realize that, okay, we need to make this entertainment
Entertainment.
thing
Yeah.
bring us money in, and not solely just from the royalties, but from other revenue streams as well.
True. Like,
Hey,
don't
you-
just focus on. I like that you said that, right? Like, don't just be one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like, know your business from start to finish.
True, dog.
You know what I mean? Even if you're not gonna cover everything, right? But at least you know what it takes to get
Yeah, to a certain point.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are like, we were talking about record deals and signing and stuff like that. Like, people don't know nothing about deals,
Yeah, like they literally know nothing about
right?
deals.
You just signed because somebody gave you cash up front, but you don't know.
They
about
don't even know that you
royalties.
have to
don't-
negotiate.
You don't know none of that. And
First and foremost, that's all.
so it's important to know your business.
But you know how
Yeah.
we get used to it,
Yeah.
and we learn
Yeah.
is by if our parents. This is a message to all the parents and of the children, because the child will take all the instructions from you first
Right.
before anybody else. So if you can see your child is too much into this gaming stuff, you as a parent need to do your research on gaming now,
Yeah.
because you can see where your child is headed to, and you start feeding that to him, and you start feeding him
That is huge. Yeah.
how cool maths is. Whenever he passes maths, they should feel like that's the best thing that you can ever do for yourself.
And on top of that, I like that you brought that up, because if you think about gaming, there are millions, billions being made
Bro.
in gaming.
If
Bro.
I can jump in there.
Do you understand?
If I can jump in there, like when I was at Varsity College as a student,
Yeah.
we had the typical sports. Now we actually have gaming as a
As a
sport.
sport.
Listen to that.
Yeah. So we're, to the parents, as you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, and we're just using this as an illustration.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, there's so many things out there that now make money that didn't make money before.
Yeah, true.
So, look at your kids and say, where is this guy or this girl
Yeah.
naturally talented at?
Right. If it's gaming, learn about the business of gaming.
Yes. Get it.
understand?
And it's not about actually going to find an agency or whatever.
Yeah.
Get a good lawyer.
Always.
If you're going to invest in your child's education, I think you should also be investing in a lawyer. Okay.
Cute. Remember
When he's done,
we were talking about
when he's
that, yeah.
done learning all of this at school,
Yeah.
or if he thinks of quitting or whatever, do they still? If maybe let's just say if maybe your child doesn't want to go to tertiary, but they're good at selling sweets or whatever, then you start teaching them about enterprises,
Sales.
You
Yeah.
teach them about sales. Teach them how maybe look at Pick and Pay. Look at how they structure their stuff. Look at their models. Look at, you know, the Ruperts, the Oppenheimers, how they really did their stuff. You have to look, guys, like, and you have to try and get as much knowledge as you can. Yeah. Because you can always pass down that knowledge to, like, look at family built businesses.
Oh my goodness. That's something
that's knowledge being passed on.
Yeah.
That's not a thing of I worked there for 7 years or I went to work there first. It's like my dad taught me how to really grind this thing. There's a certain way in which you grind it. You must move your shoulders like 3 times. You know? That's the juice.
Yeah.
But that's the essence, you know?
True. Yeah. And it's something that I think, like you said, rightfully said, as black people, we need to start instilling, which is sharing that knowledge with our kids. And also something we spoke about, which is talent is just a small part of it.
True.
Business. And we were speaking about Dread Avenue specifically. And we're like, the beauty is, because we come from corporate. I'm in corporate right now, right? Yeah. So you understand the structure that teaches you, and knowing opportunities, how to run a business.
Understand you can't do everything.
You understand you need that skill and that.
100%.
Knowing what questions to ask.
Knowing what questions to ask.
Those things really help you, because you could be very talented, but if you don't have that business mind or just the business etiquette, you get stuck at some point.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm glad you guys are working that way, because it also teaches young people to look to have that mind.
There's a bigger picture.
There's a bigger picture than just lights, camera, action.
True.
There's a lot that goes into
that's not even the fun part.
Right?
You know? that's like damn. You know? But
super. So we're just gonna wrap this up quickly. We just have a few other questions we wanted to ask.
Okay, no
right?
stress.
Specifically from the artist standpoint. So what is your creative process? How do you need to get a little something? Do you need to
there's like
sip a little something?
I can say 3 ways.
Yeah.
Creative process is I can be walking in the streets and I can hear something. I can record it.
Nice.
Record it, voice note Jada. Jada, and then I am. And he knows me. I like Jada, and then I am. Jada, and then I am.
We have one.
So I'll be like recording maybe in the streets, send it to him. And I don't just record maybe like vocal. I record even the beat, you know.
Oh, you gotta.
Yeah.
You know who else used to do that? Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Did he have a recorder?
Like,
or you should like in his head.
In his head, so like
yes. Get a memory, yeah.
Right, and then the
Quincy
producers
Jones,
work
I'm
off
sure.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
deep.
That's dope. Okay.
Or we're just chilling in the studio with Jada, who's always working.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, "Ntana, share something." And then I'll be like, "Yeah, okay, Ntana, share." And then he's like with High and High, he was literally like, he looked at me once because I was like, "Tana, today I'm gonna span."
Yeah.
Because I'm always up and down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Tana, today I'm gonna span." I went to him full. So he looked at me like, "Ntana, share Linjan." And then I was like, "I'm gonna something nice and simple." And I go, gang, 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 you know, gang, gang. Just told him once.
What?
I didn't even have to go inside there while he was. That's the thing with Jada. Jada, you think he didn't hear you.
Right.
And then he just goes there and it starts off as if he's doing his own thing.
Like
and then you just hear him shh. Says Jada. Ganjalo tanayam. And then now you're on your phone. Yeah, ganjalo tanayam. You know? And then you're just trying to write.
Yeah.
So that day, okay, sharp. That was the process. He did it. He did the beats. So I tried to write. So it was really hard.
Yeah.
I left. I'm like, I.
Right.
So I go to Aya. I chill by Aya. Aya has a store.
Okay.
So I'm chilling by Aya. And then I'm like, hey, I must go work.
Yeah.
And I go.
There
I'll
you
go
go.
back to Jada. I sharp. When I get there, now the piece is ready. Like, yeah, and then I'm not.
Right.
So now I'm chilling. Now I feel pressure. I came from far. I said we were going to work, you know, and I've been disappointing him, man. No.
Yeah.
And then after that, he's like, okay, nah. And then after that, I'm like, I listened. I was like, okay, sharp. I have to make a song too.
Right.
And then I was like, there was another chorus for it. And then after that, I scratched it out.
Yeah.
And then there was a point where I was like, Vimba. And then I was like, okay, now I have to come through with something else. That this word Vimba in Josie.
Yeah.
When you hear this word Vimba,
yeah.
You
know,
it's life or death. And life is like, sharp.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be fine. See you next time. So, you know, I was like, Vimba. And then I was like, okay, sharp. I can't make it violence. It has to sound romantic and cool to like catch at least the female audience. You know, I was like, Vimba. And I was like, nah, ntombazane seyifuna ukutshontsha inhliziyo yami. You know, so from there, I was like, okay, now I just have to say, and then that high and higher part came. It just like that high and higher part came because I didn't know what to write at that part.
Oh.
And then I was just like higher and higher. And then after that, like I was like higher, but I didn't hear it, like I just said it like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, Jada, record. And then after that, I was like higher and higher, like did it properly.
Yeah.
And then it just correlated with these other lyrics.
And that's sometimes how music comes together, right?
Yeah.
It's like a puzzle. Right?
Yeah.
This, I mean, oh shit.
Damn, bro.
Damn. All
Because
right,
after
let's
that
go with it.
chorus,
Let's go with it.
after that chorus, writing the verses were like,
It was
like
like smooth.
nothing, bro. Like it was nothing, bro.
So
Like
y'all check that single out, right?
yeah, high and
is already
high.
out on all
It's
three
high. It's
platforms.
out on all platforms. It's on the music videos on YouTube.
Nice.
High and high. You know, that's
Bro.
shot by RP Media.
Oh, dope. dope,
Yeah, about
dope.
Brian and about Major. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, small. You know, I just wanna give a huge shout out to them because
Yeah.
yo, this is a spanner. It doesn't look like those guys are working there.
Yeah.
They just came with like a camera, a nice thing. You know, small boy was cool. You know, like. Like he's do like this, no, choose, and then do like this, you know,
Yeah.
and then do like that, you know. He's like,
And
yeah,
then-
this energetic. I'm like, okay, damn. But then I was like the person who's like, okay, I want to shoot it here. This is what I want.
Right.
This is the type of scenes that I want. I want you to, you know, show the
Yeah.
buildings. We even went to my Umam Kulam has a store in Jersey.
Okay.
We went there to go and shoot there, and so she's like, she sells food and a Conan. So I was like, I
Yeah.
want us to shoot it here so that whenever this video pops, people still go and support Umam Kulu
Oh,
because they
nice.
just, you know,
Nice.
yeah.
So that's already out already.
Yeah, the music video is out. The song is out.
Yeah.
It's on all digital platforms.
Are we working on an album? Are we working on more singles?
We're working on an EP, 2 EPs.
Okay.
Okay.
Tatama Chance, Tatama Billion.
Hey.
Tatama
Hey.
Chance is that higher and higher sound,
Uh-huh.
the
Okay.
hip hop trap.
Yeah.
And then Tatama Billion is Afro pop
Nice.
and more African
Ooh,
sounding
That's a
album.
vibe. And same producer.
Same producer. But then on Tatama Billion 37, MPH said he wants to help me out. You know, and 37 MPH is legend. A legend.
Nice.
A legend.
So you already got some heavy
So
hitters
yeah,
on there.
I trust him. At
Okay.
37, you know, like producers haven't really reached out. But
Yeah.
once 37 says, yeah, me, boy, I'm there.
I'm there.
I'm fine. I'm fine with 37. I'm fine with Jada. I
Nice.
trust him with the hip hop.
Okay.
So,
okay.
so I wanted to
And then
ask you,
album probably for next year.
Yeah.
No One No Peace is the name of my album.
Dope.
No One No Peace.
Dope. Yeah, you wanted to ask something?
yeah, man, I just wanted to quickly ask, in relation to the production and all that, your beat selection. Because, yo, I was listening to the stuff.
Some of the stuff in there.
Low Rise is my jam.
Riding Low.
Yeah, that's my jam.
Jada gave me that beat after I don't know how many months of me not giving. I didn't even think she was just like, hey,
Yeah.
just touch it beats. And I was like, I have to show him, hey, man,
I still
I
got
need
it.
more beats
Yeah.
from you, man. I understand.
Yeah.
So he was like, nah, just take this one.
Okay.
And then I think we recorded it at his house.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
we had Jada's place. I
Yeah.
went there. We just chilled we always
And you
chilled
got
by
a
his house.
studio now as well, right?
Yeah, now I have a
Okay.
studio. It's
Okay.
Kipiza Music Studios.
Dope.
It's open for, you know, for recording. It's in Soweto, M Fuller South.
Real.
Wow.
But yeah, Jada Beats, you know, riding low, bro. We literally
Big shout out to Jada though.
big shout out to Jada with the
You
beats,
got
man.
it,
Right? He's
You
doing
got
his
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Like,
No, because Jada Beats,
Yeah.
I trust him more than he trusts himself.
But I like you see, like the fact that he's got a producer.
And they have a
works
lot of
with.
chemistry.
And
It
I
seems
come
like
from
chemistry
far.
is real.
Yeah.
No, because it's because Jada's also made.
Yeah.
I'm saying you trust the producer more than he trusts himself.
Yeah. It's
That's
because
dope.
Jada
Yeah.
That's it.
has made me look good in front of people.
That's that M. That's
school.
M and
That's
Dr. Dre relationship.
At
That's
school.
that M and Dr. Dre relationship.
Yeah, bro. At school, at school, that's how I got famous at school because
Okay.
I used to play the hardest beats for all the musicians to come and cipher.
Yeah.
Scales, Moose Scales used to
Yeah.
work his beats on his keys. Moose
Yeah.
Scales is a pianist and a
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah.
Moose, we know him as a legend, is a god
On
here.
keys, yeah.
But every time I put Jada beats on, you could see the full potential. You could see that this boy is going far.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
big shout
like,
out.
Nah, that's
Jada,
the
man.
biggest shout, big shout
Crazy,
out.
bro.
Like, you know, he should come through, man. At some
you should
point.
come
like,
through, yeah. Jada,
kinda
yes.
talk about that.
Kipiza camp should come through. Maybe
Yeah,
this table
man.
you could just add another
We
one.
can just add
and then the
episode.
homies. Trust me,
The
bro.
kick.
Trust
Okay.
me, bro.
No, that's dope. That's dope. So that was one. I just wanted to find out your process. The other thing was, have you started doing like live shows? Have you been doing live shows before?
Yeah, I was
it? Because that's another thing, right? Like with a lot of artists, recording artists,
yeah.
but we don't have like a lot of people that know how to perform. And
Oh, you mean like live event,
Like shows,
Shows.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought you were talking about like stuff like this.
no, like live shows, performing your songs and stuff like that.
Okay, no, yeah, I have performed. My last performance,
Yeah.
it was at Questa's God Gulliver launch.
Oh,
Nice,
man,
bro.
Yeah.
Yes,
that is dope.
It's huge, ne? This year was really nice for me.
Bro,
I've been on Coke Studio. I was
dope.
on episode 6,
Are
Coke
you
Studio.
serious?
Yeah, first season of Coke Studio. I am there. They took
is
out
crazy.
2 big artists.
We won't mention names.
We won't mention names, but both of them are my icons, not just role models.
right.
Yeah.
They are your.
I want to say the names because they're so big, but no. But they took out them
Yeah.
because my song was so
Are
fast.
you for real?
And it started at Coke Studio Raw. I will never forget James Lennox put me on. James
Dope.
Lennox. But yeah, I have been doing,
Oh, nice,
and I
bro.
am looking this. I'm feeling this level 4. I'm feeling it
Yeah.
because I feel like I would have not been in Gauteng now.
Red.
I probably would have been, Rene, we would have been in Cape Town, baby. We would have been in Cape Town. Because
Yeah.
I'm receiving so much love in Cape Town. It's Joburg, Cape Town,
Okay.
Durban. That's all.
Ah, dope, bro.
But yeah, I'm feeling this level 4. Come on, Mr. Cyril, Papa
Please.
President, please open up. Please, Papa. The police left me. Please, just open and just I promise we will put on the masks. I promise we will sanitize.
Social distance.
I will use it as an effect, the sanitizer.
In the air.
In the air, young tall. I'll trust. I will literally do the most. I'll get a pizza mask if
Yeah,
I have to.
yeah.
Whoever's coming
amazing.
to the event there must be a mask handed to them. Come on, please
That
open
is
up the
dope,
country.
bro. That is dope.
I need to feed my family.
Now, last question, right? Because we gotta wrap it up. What is one message you would like to speak to your fans or your people that are following you right now about
I just want to say, you guys are not wrong, or do not feel don't feel like you made a mistake, because I'm really down for this I'm really down for the culture. I'm really down for the South African music and entertainment industry.
Yeah.
I really want to see African Hollywood.
Yeah.
We
need
have
that.
so much stories to tell.
Oh man.
But the one thing I like to say to maybe my fans or my supporters is thank you so much. I'm truly grateful for each and every post, mention, comment, retweet. Even those who said I was high on something there, I was not high on anything. I'm just like that,
That's
naturally.
me,
When I
yeah.
wake up, I am a problem. I'm already active. So that's just me. And to the kids
Dope.
out there, just know God first.
Dope.
Know that there's always someone above you. Know that you're always learning,
True.
even though you think you know.
Yeah.
But when you think you know, you're learning that you really don't know.
Yeah.
Facts.
Understand that there's a certain system out there
Yeah.
that's designed for us to keep on working for them, but it's fine because at the end of the day, if we're making things work,
Yes.
they will work. So
I like that.
it's just
I like that.
being
I like
patient.
that. Shout out to Tunez RSA, gents.
Shout out.
Round of applause, man. This is dope.
No, shout out to you guys. No, thank you so much. I
Thanks,
want to
bro.
thank you guys for the platform.
Thanks,
Thank you
bro.
so much for also teaching me. I learned a lot.
Yeah,
And thank you so
yeah.
much for everything, guys.
Lastly,
bro.
just give us 2 bars.
Bars.
I just want bars.
Vimba. Then Thomas and say from John Steezy. Yeah. Vinga. Plan off the plan and it took like 3 them puffs. Yeah.
Hey.
That's it. Higher and higher.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You know, dog.
Thanks for coming through, bro.
Shout out.
Good having your podcast, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Subscribe, yeah, please subscribe
No,
to
no.
Red Avenue.
Yeah.
Subscribe, go follow them on Instagram. Follow
Yeah,
them everywhere.
yeah, yeah,
Everywhere. What they're doing for not just me
Yeah.
or artists, but for the whole of the African continents and culture is really huge.
Vitamin
It's really
Q, this is
Vitamin
the
Q,
studio.
right?
You know
Vitamin
what I
Q.
mean? If
Yeah.
you got content to shoot, like photo shoot,
Music
videos,
video,
all of that good stuff.
that is consensual.
Hey,
Bring it
that's a new word.
here. Bring it here. It's a new word. Yeah.
Awesome, bro. Thanks guys for tuning in. And this is it, the wrap.
Thank you so much.
Cool, bro.
Plan off the plan, I done took like 3 damn puffs. Yeah.